What's up guys, welcome back to the channel and episode 2 of your 2023 BRC Racing MC500 build, otherwise known as Hellfire. And no guys, if you're new, this isn't Hellfire, this is Hellfire down here, something we'll be addressing in today's episode. Of course, as far as the Suzuki, gotta keep a good looking model around at all times. Anyway guys, as most of you already know, some of you don't yet, when the MC500 build is complete, one of you guys is taking it home. Not only that, but I do an MX parts giveaway in every single video, including today. So hang tight because we'll be doing that giveaway in just a little bit. And if you want to get entered to win our 500cc beast of a bike build and these MX parts giveaways, of course, head over to mXrevival.com and get yourselves entered. Now, catching you guys up, since last week, we obviously framed your bike, got everything ready for coatings, which we'll be talking about today. But I also did a test fit with your BRC Racing 500cc engine. You guys may remember we had some clashes on the steel-framed YZ500 where the engine sort of touched the frame just a little bit. I wanted to make sure that wasn't the case with this new gas frame, and everything is good, no clashes, drops right in, no problems whatsoever. Something else that went down, I boxed your suspension up in what is probably the coolest and best designed suspension box I've ever seen. My guys at AHM Factory Services will be handling the suspension on your massive 500cc build. And talk about white glove service, guys. I've never received a suspension box quite like this. All the components dropped right into the box, fit perfectly, and it's really nice knowing that we can send stuff out to and from the shop without any damage whatsoever because those parts are so expensive. Now, having worked with Brandon and crew at AHM Factory Services in the past, I can tell you that the box is just the tip of the iceberg in this suspension transformation. So when that stuff comes back, I already know it's gonna blow your mind. Now, moving right along, thank you guys so much for such a positive and encouraging response to episode 1. I know you guys love the YZ500 build. I'm not shocked that you're excited about this, but you guys are the only reason this stuff blows up, so we are so appreciative. The build team and I love building these for you, so thank you very much. So a couple items on today's hit list. First up, we're gonna take a look at the old engine, the MC250 engine, side by side with the BRC Racing 500 engine. I'm gonna show you guys what comes pre-packed in a BRC Racing engine kit. We're also gonna talk a little bit about what doesn't come in the kit and what you'll need to reuse from your old donor engine. After that, we're gonna take a ride over to Fast Blast and Coat, drop off what are basically brand new frames. They're 2023 model, as you guys know. And it's actually really nice to be able to work with what is essentially brand new parts. It's a huge leg up over, say, the 03 YZ250, where everything's kind of old and roached. So definitely nice to work with some newer, more modern parts that are a little less beat up. Anyways, let's head over to the bench behind me, check out this massive BRC Racing engine kit, show you what comes in it, what doesn't. I think you're gonna like it. All right, guys, we're up here on the bench, and I guess first things first, we did this last episode. I'd like to do it again. We're gonna go ahead and weigh the old MC250 engine, throw it up here on the scale, and then we're gonna go over all of the cool parts that come pre-packed in your BRC Racing engine kit. So we'll get this up on the scale. Kind of unfair. I've got the slave and the clutch assembly and clutch cable all on there. 55 pounds, 1 ounce. So I guess it doesn't matter. We're gonna have the extra pulling power regardless for that old extra pound there that probably weighs. We're gonna go ahead and get into all the BRC Racing engine parts now. All right, guys, here we are. This is the complete BRC Racing engine kit, the KTM version, Gas Gas, Husqvarna, of course. This is also an electric start version. And this thing is pretty much turnkey. As you guys can see, you get some brand new engine cases, really nice stuff, very robust. These cases are very thick. A lot of very nice CNC work on the inside. You guys will see that when we head over to Uncle Tony's house for engine assembly. You, of course, get a new, absolutely massive BRC Racing cylinder. This thing's gonna house a CR500 piston. Very cool. Common wear parts, that way you guys can get what you need quite easily. It's not like a special piston that you can only get from BRC. One thing I should note is that Riley at BRC sold me some of his original parts so that we could do our electric start conversion. So you're going to be reusing your stock electrical system, so you will not be receiving an electrical system, stator, magneto, what have you, inside your engine cases. That's just specific to this application here. You're also going to get all the bearings for the bottom end, everything you need to press in to house your transmission, etc. Moving back to the cylinder for a second, you do get a cylinder head as well. We actually sent the cylinder head for this engine out to my buddy Luke at Fathead Racing to see what he could do, maybe come up with an aftermarket unit so you guys can have some other options to put on top of this, not to mention other colors, etc., custom engravings, all that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. This is really cool. This unit came with a V-Force V4R reed cage. That did not come with the YZ version, the YZ500 we recently did. Also get an exhaust flange or an exhaust spigot for your exhaust head pipe. This is also something that did not come in the YZ500 kit. This is a reprogrammed ignition with a dual map switch, so looking forward to trying that out. Should be pretty cool. You of course get the balance shaft. This is something unique to these engines. Really cancels out vibration. Awesome steel chassis with these balance shafts. You cannot go wrong. Amazing feel. I should also mention after that balance shaft that these have a really cool triple blade exhaust valve inside of these BRC Racing cylinders. Something else that's unique to the engine, unlike say the CR500, which doesn't have an exhaust valve at all. You're also going to get a brand new crankshaft assembly with a super high quality Japanese Pro X rod in it. Really good stuff. Now these engines also come with a complete exhaust system, both head pipe and silencer, and this is actually for the YZ500. We don't have the head pipe here for this KTM version engine because we may or may not be getting a special one made. That may or may not be a secret. You guys already know what I'm gonna do if you saw the last episodes of the YZ500 build. You also get an exhaust silencer, so that's cool. This is all pretty much turnkey except for there's no transmission in that bad boy. There's no starter in that bad boy. All that comes from your donor engine. So Tony and I will be ripping the guts out of the MC250 engine over here, checking everything out, taking the transmission apart, checking all the circlips, washers, teeth on the gears, dogs, what have you, replacing what's necessary. This does only have about 20 hours on it, 20 to 30, so we'll replace anything we need to. Hopefully I don't have to replace the entire transmission and shafts like the YZ500. That was like $3,500, but if it needs it, it's gonna get it. Something else I'll need to do is locate an electric starter for this engine because obviously the MC250 is not an electric start bike, it's a kicker, so more on that to come. And the last thing this engine comes with is just all the little things you need. O-rings for the clutch cover, decompressor valve, crush washers, nuts, bolts, hardware, a few more bearings, probably for the water pump, things like that. Just things you need to tidy everything up. So last thing I want to show you guys, something special that we whipped up just for you. I reached out to my buddy Dave, who owns Bolt Motorcycle Hardware. He has come up with a complete BRC 500 engine kit. As you can see, these are the engine fasteners that just totally transform the look of any bike, especially on these KTMs. They sort of have that powder gray hardware, which is a superior coating in terms of corroding and whatnot, but we want to go ahead and get those faux tie dimple head super bright zinc bolts in this engine and then across the bike. That's my plan anyway, so got to make it matchy. You guys know how I do it. So we've sort of used these opportunities with BRC to come up with some aftermarket options for you guys to accommodate your investment. So these will be available for both the YZ and the KTM versions. Thank you to Dave and Bolt Motorcycle Hardware. Of course, if you need one of these for your regular bike, they're like 30 bucks. Go get yourself one. Comes with everything you need, crush washers, all the little tiny gaskets, every bolt you need for your entire engine. Doesn't matter if it's a 2-stroke or 4-stroke. I'll leave a link for you guys below for Dave at Bolt and also BRC, of course. So that pretty much wraps up everything you're gonna get inside the engine kit, everything you're gonna need from your donor engine. All right, guys, now it's time to head over to Dean's Fast Blast and Coat. We're gonna take our frames in, some of the engine parts we just looked at for coatings. We're also gonna pick some colors together. And lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and let Dean handle this week's MX parts giveaway. So let's get the hell out of here.
Uh-oh, that might
All right, we are
the
here.
Right, the right stuff.
A fast blast.
Oh, shoot.
Dino.
He's back.
What does he want now? Hey, I brought you something.
More stuff.
What's this?
Or actually more shit. Oh my God.
What happened with those?
You remembered.
Of course. You thought I forgot, huh?
Just so you know, this guy is kind of a thief.
Yeah.
He's got sticky fingers.
Yeah. What happened with those?
I haven't had these for 2 weeks.
Oh, dude. What a douchebag.
You know how much I missed them?
I could imagine a lot.
I had to use these for 2 weeks.
What is that?
I had to use those.
Nice. You improvise. That's what you do around here.
I barely survived.
So, dude, what's new?
Oh, man, what's new? We got the shop expansion. Cleaned up a little bit. Got rid of the old dead stripper tank over there.
It's a lot quieter over here.
The clean, outgoing stuff. Yeah, the new scroll compressor is really quiet.
You want to take me on a tour of the new area?
Yeah. We got a new guy, Juan.
This is the man. Every time I've been in, he's been here. Good, dependable help.
Juan's a jack of all trades. He's already learning Cerakote. I think you've powdered already too, haven't you? Yeah. Done some powder.
And Josh is hiding in the back, huh?
Josh is this thing on?
Yeah, you're on. You're live.
Oh. Josh is still here. We got Josh a bigger workbench for
this handsome bastard.
More horizontal spaces to put more shit.
Now you can concentrate over here too, huh? It's quiet.
Well, you see what he does now. He puts headphones on so he doesn't have to hear me all day.
Yeah,
see,
dudes like me come bug him.
I wonder. I thought he was going deaf. But then I realized he's got these damn headphones
on. You thought
on
it was a hearing aid?
So now we got a little more room over there now because we moved all the equipment over here.
Yeah. Yeah, much quieter. Crazy quiet.
Much more gooder.
More gooder. Thank you. All right, we got this whole entire space next door that Dean took over. I'll come over here so you guys can get another view. Another entire bay. So double the size.
Double the size. Another prep bench. Move the solvent tank over here. But that's the new baby over there.
Yeah, so is this where the dead hooker tank went? This from the other side? This is a new one.
Redesigned new one, yeah.
So you got like a chain fall. What's going on with this contraption up here in the I-beam? What is this?
We dump a bunch of French fries in there. And we open that lid and we cook French fries in there.
Oh, okay. Sounds delicious.
Shitloads of them.
Are you making biodiesel?
Basically, load the basket with all the shit.
Yeah, you're putting frames in that basket, like really big frames.
I can do full size Harley frames at a time in there.
Holy crap! So those get lowered in.
The basket, you just lift it with the hoist and open the lid and drop it in.
Nice, and then it looks like this is like a dripping, scraping kind of area.
It's rinsed off. Yeah.
Nice. What else is new over here? You got a new glass cabinet. It looks like
new glass cabinet. There's a scroll compressor.
New compressor.
It's running right now. It's really quiet.
Very quiet. Nice.
10 horsepower, 42 CFM.
Yeah, she's a crusher.
Yeah. That's the new double wide.
I think it's huge.
And then we had to modify it. We had to raise the whole box to make room for a frame.
Is that this channel? You guys added this channel in there?
Yeah, we had to add that channel right there.
Nice.
So now it fits the whole frame. That's the old blaster.
Old Faithful. Cool.
I got the glass beater over here still.
Your Vapor's on the other side still, probably?
Vapor's still on the other side.
Right on. You got power and air and water and everything on the walls.
Power, air, water, everything we need.
I like it, man. Very cool.
Everything in here's got to be coated. You know, it's crazy to see all this stuff.
Yeah, you got some stuff from like...
it's in process. Most
Idaho
of the
Power or something?
That's the Idaho Power stuff. I found out what that is.
What is it? It's like
it's a door to like a firebox that they light with propane. It's on like a tower out in the forest. And then they inject some sort of molecule or something. And then when it burns off, it goes into the clouds. It's called cloud seeding. And it makes it snow more.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Serious? This is that like, weather modification stuff?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you're allowed to know that. Because like people think it's fake and it's...
No, it's legit. That's the firebox cover for that apparatus that makes more snow.
That explains California a couple of years ago, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, they pretend like it's not real. We'll go down that rabbit hole another time.
We'll do that later. So anyway, that's about it. So
cool. Yeah. Well, what are we doing today? What did I bring you?
You brought me some crap.
Probably a bunch of garbage, huh? All right.
Brought me another frame. Like I don't have enough of them.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I do.
But the gas is officially tore apart and needs some color.
What are we going to do with it? We're going to turn S into what?
Turn that shitty into pretty.
That's right. Cool. We got to check out some, what are they called? Color swatches? Is that the appropriate term for that?
I don't know if I have a bunch of reds, but we can look at some online.
Okay, yeah, we'll pick some. Give the
people a taste. But you want to be close to original, but with a little Charles flair?
Yeah, we want to put a little extra pepper in that red. We like the red because it matches the plastics. Can't do a gas that isn't red, in my opinion, because... I don't know, the way the body style is, if you put it like black in the rear, red in the front, then it's too broken up and it looks stupid. It doesn't flow like an older bike. Illusion Cherry. Oh, that's the one you showed me.
That's the Cherry. That's a little too dark though. You didn't like it, but there's an Illusion Ruby that might be better.
Hard to see.
That's a red with intense metal flake. I may not be able to see it too well.
Oh, that's okay.
I think that has a matte clear on that one.
That's pretty close. And this has like a little bit.
I think it's too orange.
Yeah,
that's too orange. Let's go back.
All right.
What about this ruby?
Illusion Ruby. And all these Illusion colors have like a little bit of that, like sort of a metal flake look in it, right? Oh, rough country stuff.
Dude, that's red.
Yeah. That could be it.
That might be it.
And they have like a little metal in there, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of like the YZ.
Yeah.
I like that.
Pixie blood.
Yeah. Somebody
That's
on the,
right up your alley.
Yeah, I drink that stuff, man. Someone said 500 cc's, 2 strokes, and Greta dies in the last video.
Pixie blood, smooth, apple red with shimmery rainbow color shifting.
Oh.
Let's see what this thing does.
Which one's this again? Is this the Pixie blood?
This is pixie blood. It's got a little color shift in it.
Dude, that might be kind of cool, actually.
The red could be close. Look how it gets darker over here.
And that's what the plastics do. In a different
it
light,
might have some gold
you get a
in
lot
it.
of depth. That could be cool. Gold would be good.
Pixie blood.
Gold would be good.
It would?
You know why? Because I haven't told anybody yet, but I think the fork tubes and the shock body, main body will probably be gold.
So a little gold wouldn't hurt?
A little gold wouldn't hurt. What do you think about this engine? I think you're going to kill me when you hear what I'm thinking.
That thing looks freaking sweet.
Yeah,
but
it's your first time actually seeing it.
So I was curious that you even brought it, because normally you would just vapor blast this thing and it would look really cool. Yeah. But you brought it because you want me to put something on it, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to vape the top, cylinder and head.
Okay.
And I think this needs a little more dressing.
Okay.
Some fast blast and coat style. So I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but guess what color I want to use. You could guess.
Concrete.
Concrete. Yeah.
Boring.
For sure.
We've used it enough. How about something else?
But no one's seen it yet, because that's a top secret RM250 project.
Oh.
So imagine that in concrete.
What about tungsten?
Tungsten.
Tungsten's good too.
Is that what you did the brake caps with?
Yeah.
I like it, but you know what I like about concrete?
Yeah.
It looks like an M&M candy shell.
Yeah.
It's like this matte kind of like, you want to eat it when you see it.
And it's an E series, so it's the better series.
What does that mean? What's the E series?
E series is like the H series, but on steroids, they say.
Oh, all right.
And
HGH.
it's closer to Teflon.
Okay.
So it has more sheen, has more lubricity. So actually would be good for, like, you know, the hydrophobic portion of it. You know, if you get dirt and mud and whatever on it, just falls off.
I see. Oh, okay, that's cool. Then you don't have to spray the thing down with SC1 before you ride.
Yeah.
So picture this, if you will. We got Pixie blood, perhaps.
Yeah.
On the main frame and the subframe. Then you got this sucker in there, nestled in the frame with concrete,
which is subtle,
with a super vapor blasted top to pop off.
Yep.
And a vapor blasted swing arm.
Yep.
More pop, bring back some silver so it isn't too much dark colors. And then
subframe too, match the frame.
I'm feeling that old school vibe.
Yeah.
You like it?
Sure.
Oh, girl, whatever, bro.
Yeah, you see like 1 inch of it, so.
Exactly. Even you hardly see any on the KTM stuff. And then the brakes. I got to bring the brakes later.
Okay.
Thinking maybe concrete. No,
yeah.
No, maybe like a burnt bronze with the special Brembo silvers.
Because if you're going with gold, that bronze goes really well with gold.
I know. Yeah.
And I like the midnight bronze because it's darker.
Okay, I'd like to check that out, because I don't want to do the bronze where it's like everyone's already done it bronze. Yeah. And I know that you would know an alternative.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick. Well, dude, that's all I got.
That sounds easy, and I can picture it already. It's going to be nice.
I believe so. All right, guys, now it's time for Dean's little giveaway surprise. So we were talking, and we figured we'd do a comment giveaway for you guys. And I was thinking we would, best comment, and we'll tell you what the comment's going to be in a minute. Best comment would win a free brake system Cerakote front and rear. But Dean just said, he goes, well, what if they don't want brakes? And I said, well, I just picked brakes. I hate
brake fluid, and I'm sure a lot of people don't like messing with their brakes because brake fluid sucks.
And he had that great point, and I was like, well, I just picked one thing so that people can't be like, well, I want to do this or I want to do that, and try and change it up and make Dean's life hard. But he said, guys, you can do one, whatever. So what do you think? It could be
1 set of triple clamps. Yeah. 1 set of fork tubes. 1 set of hubs.
Yeah.
Silencer can.
Engine covers. 1 set of covers.
Engine covers.
So whatever you guys want. I think you said a frame
shock
even.
Spring. Send a frame. You want to send me a frame? Send a frame.
Dude, that is so cool and way better than what I had initially envisioned. So
yeah,
very awesome.
Pick your color and we'll get it done and ship it back to you.
And Dean's going to handle it. So our question for today then is going to be on the Gas Gas 500, your gigantic juggernaut of a bike you can win. We want you guys to let us know in the comments below what color the brake system should be on the 500. and Dean's going to pick his favorite answer next week. So you guys got to let it fly. If Dean's too busy, I'll pick it. But that is so badass. Thank you, Dean. One frame, one set of covers, one shock body, one set of fork tubes, whatever, one set of clamps. Like I said,
if you want to send your brakes
more
in,
generous.
It's totally fine. Set of hoops, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, what are you going to do to those people's parts?
We're going to turn those parts into pretty parts.
There it is. Well, thanks for having me, bro.
You're
really
going to get me in trouble
you.
on YouTube for cursing too much.
Say what?
You're going to get me in trouble on YouTube for cursing
Oh, no, I
too
bleep
much.
it out, man. The communists will never get us. All right, I'll see you later.
All right, man. See ya.
All right, guys, that's a wrap for episode 2. I really hope you enjoyed it. Next up, episode 3, we should be over at Uncle Tony's shop, aka Elite Moto Factory. We're going to at least tear down the original MC250 engine, get our parts orders going. And in a future episode, I also want to take you guys out to OMC Raceway, show you the track, the facility, all the different riding areas they have. Then you also get a connection with who's going to be the recipient of our charitable donation this time. Until next time, guys, if you could just imagine this bike completed, gigantic 500cc engine underneath you, over the top bike build, just destroying everything in its path, and it belongs to you. If you guys like the sound of that, don't forget to head over to mXrevival, get your asses entered to win Hellfire, this gigantic 500cc beast we're building you, and all these MX parts giveaways. Until next time, thank you for hanging with me on YouTube today, and I will see you next week.